How to stop being awkward and make her obsessed with you. Gentlemen, today marks the beginning of a powerful transformation, not just in your ability to connect with women, but in your entire mindset. This isn't just about dating advice. It's about stepping into your full potential and becoming the man you've always wanted to be. You're here because you recognize something needs to change. Maybe you're tired of feeling unsure of yourself in conversations. Perhaps you've spent too much time overthinking every interaction or convincing yourself that you're not enough. Whatever brought you here, know this: you're already on the right track. Why? Because you've taken the first step, and that's more than most people ever do. Let me start by saying this. I've been in your shoes. I know what it's like to feel like you're standing on the sidelines, watching others succeed in areas where you feel stuck. Years ago, I was in a room full of people at a party. Laughter echoed around me, conversations flowed naturally, and yet there I was, glued to the corner of the room. It wasn't that I didn't want to engage. I desperately wanted to, but every time I thought about approaching someone, I froze. I remember seeing a woman across the room who seemed to effortlessly draw people toward her. She was charismatic, engaging, and everything I wished I could be. My mind raced. What do I say? What if I mess this up? That night I didn't even try. I went home with a mix of regret and self-loathing. But that moment became a turning point for me. I realized that if I didn't change, I'd be stuck in that same corner forever, not just at parties, but in life. So I made a decision to face my fears, understand my weaknesses, and build myself into the confident, self-assured man I wanted to be. Today, I'm here to share everything I learned along the way, so you can skip the years of trial and error I went through. Awkwardness isn't your enemy. It's the fear of being awkward that holds you back. Think about it. How many times have you hesitated to speak up or approach someone because you were afraid of looking foolish? That fear of judgment creates an invisible barrier that stops you before you even start. It's not that you're unlikable or incapable. It's that you're so focused on avoiding mistakes that you sabotage your chances of success. I remember a particularly brutal learning experience early in my career. I was at a networking event filled with industry leaders, and I wanted to make a strong impression. I rehearsed my elevator pitch endlessly, memorized safe conversation topics, and walked into the room determined to be perfect. But when it came time to actually talk to people, I froze. My rehearsed lines felt robotic, and my anxiety made me stumble over words. Afterward, a mentor pulled me aside and gave me some of the best advice I've ever received. Stop trying to be perfect. People don't connect with perfect. They connect with real. That conversation changed everything for me. It made me realize that my fear of messing up was the very thing holding me back. The truth is, awkwardness is human. Everyone feels it from time to time. What sets confident people apart is their ability to embrace it and move forward anyway. The solution? Learn to be fully present in the moment. Presence is the antidote to overthinking. When you're fully present, your focus shifts from worrying about how you're being perceived to genuinely engaging with the person in front of you. Let me share a story about how I learned this lesson the hard way. I was on a date with someone I was really excited to meet, but instead of enjoying the conversation, I spent the entire time analyzing every word I said. I kept thinking, am I being interesting enough? Does she like me? What should I say next? By the end of the date, I felt drained, and so did she. There was no spark, no connection, because I was too stuck in my head to actually enjoy her company. Contrast that with another date months later. This time, I walked in with a different mindset. Instead of worrying about impressing her, I told myself, just enjoy the moment, be curious about her. And that's exactly what I did. I listened intently, asked thoughtful questions, and let the conversation flow naturally. That date ended with a second, a third, and eventually a meaningful relationship. Here's a practical exercise to help you practice presence. The next time you're in a conversation, focus on the other person's words, tone, and body language. Resist the urge to plan your next response while they're speaking. Instead, respond based on what they just said. This simple shift will make your interactions feel more natural and engaging. But being present is just one piece of the puzzle. To truly thrive in any social situation, you need confidence, and confidence is a skill you can build. Let's debunk a common myth right now. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's not a magical trait reserved for a lucky few. Confidence is the result of preparation, experience, and self-respect. Let's start with preparation. Picture this. You're heading into a job interview for your dream role. Would you wing it, or would you prepare by researching the company, practicing your answers, and dressing the part? Obviously, you'd prepare. Social situations are no different. The more you practice and prepare, the more confident you'll feel. I learned this lesson during my first public speaking gig. I was terrified at the thought of standing in front of a crowd, so I spent weeks rehearsing my presentation. I practiced in front of mirrors, recorded myself, and even delivered the speech to friends for feedback. By the time the actual event came around, I wasn't just ready, I was excited. That experience taught me that preparation is the foundation of confidence. In everyday life, preparation can be as simple as practicing small talk with strangers, compliment someone's outfit, strike up a conversation in line at the grocery store, or ask the barista how their day is going. These small interactions build your social muscle, so you're ready for bigger moments when they come. The second pillar of confidence is self-respect, and it's non-negotiable. If you don't respect yourself, how can you expect others to respect you? Self-respect comes from consistently showing up for yourself, whether it's hitting the gym, pursuing your goals, or maintaining your boundaries. One of my most transformative moments came when I decided to prioritize my physical health. At the time, I was out of shape and felt sluggish in every area of life. I started small, committing to just 3 workouts a week. Over time, those small actions snowballed into a complete lifestyle shift. Not only did I feel better physically, but my confidence skyrocketed because I was proving to myself that I could set goals and achieve them. Here's a tip. Start by identifying one area of your life where you've been neglecting yourself. Maybe it's your fitness, your career, or your personal growth. Commit to taking one small, consistent action in that area every day. It doesn't have to be big. What matters is that you follow through. Every time you do, you're sending a message to yourself that you're worth the effort. Now let's talk about authenticity, the true foundation of meaningful connections. One of the biggest mistakes I see men make is trying to project an image of perfection. They think they need to have the perfect job, the perfect lines, or the perfect life to attract women. But here's the truth. People don't connect with perfection. They connect with authenticity. I'll never forget a date where I decided to share a personal story about a business failure. I was nervous about how it would be received, but instead of judging me, my date opened up about her own struggles. That vulnerability created a bond that wouldn't have been possible if I'd stuck to surface-level topics. Authenticity doesn't mean airing all your insecurities or oversharing. It means being honest about who you are and what you care about. When you show up as your real self, you attract people who appreciate you for who you are, not for some image you're trying to project. Finally, let's talk about unleashing your inner Titan, the ultimate goal of this journey. A Titan isn't just confident or successful. A Titan is a man who lives with purpose, who relentlessly pursues growth, and who inspires others through his actions. Becoming a Titan means committing to lifelong improvement, not for anyone else, but for yourself. If you're ready to take that step, I've created resources to help you on your journey. Check out the links in the description for courses, ebooks, and tools designed to guide you toward becoming the high-value man you're meant to be. These aren't quick fixes or gimmicks. They're comprehensive tools to help you unlock your potential and achieve lasting transformation. By subscribing to this channel, you're joining a community of men committed to leveling up in every area of life. Together, we'll unlock the potential within you and unleash the Titan that's been waiting to rise.